How about these Gibbs cars, Jamie?
Well, how about that? You said they look identical? They are. Remember last year, only the 20 car ran here, once with Kyle, once with Joey Logano. So Jason Ratcliffe said, I just took all the notes from the 20 car and we unloaded identical to how they were last year. They had to make some adjustments, but it was great. Andy, as a crew chief, can you imagine getting beat by your own setup with your teammate?
That's never any fun, Jamie. But, you know, they're in it for each other. Oh, we got one hard in the wall off turn 2.
Crash in turn 2. David Green is in the wall hard as he has backed it in almost the same identical spot as Ken Butler and having a hard time getting it turned around to get back.
Yeah, he's hit the wall pretty hard right there.
Sure, when I never got into the back of him.
He was 13th at the time of the crash, had a good run going in that 07 car.
I just noticed he stayed in the lead lap. He's been strong throughout the day, real consistent. And these restarts been tough for everybody.
Let's take a look. So, oh, looks like he got a little help.
Okay, got a little tap from Bernie Lamar.
Survived that one.
No problem on that contact.
It's Joe Nemechek underneath him in the 87. And all of a sudden,
now a little more help.
Yeah. Let's go on board with Carl Edwards. Remember, he is fighting his way back towards the front.
He had a good look at this little incident. Yep, just ahead of these two. There he goes.
No problem for Carl, though, as the 07 stayed high on the track.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know.
You got to wonder if that was some type of payback or something.
Casey Atwood's going to get the Aaron's lucky dog, and it looks like nobody really going to take a look except for possibly the 47 car of Michael McDowell. He comes down pit lane. We'll find out why when we come back.
Quick check of the motorsports calendar. The NASCAR Now Monday Roundtable. We're going to talk about a lot of the issues going on in the sport. Then it's off to Phoenix next Friday. Nationwide Series, 9 Eastern Time. And the Saturday Morning Cup pre-race edition presented by 5 Hour Energy. And then the NHRA Gang qualifying Saturday and the finals next Sunday. That's upcoming on ESPN2. So you heard that old phrase, if at first you don't succeed?
Yes.
Dave was trying to tell us a story earlier. Waited for the lead change.
Yeah.
Went back to try and tell us the story again. Then a caution happened. Dave, here's your third swing at it.
I didn't drop my notes, Alan. So we're still there. Hey, DJ Edwards has been changing tires for 2 years, but he saw the job on television and decided that was the one he wanted in racing. He's a guy right there taking a cool drink. He's had a good day. 22 years old from Florida, but when he came into racing, he didn't know anything about the cars. And when he was hired by Roush, he couldn't even remove a spring from the car after a race. But he's become an excellent tire changer, and General Manager Robbie Reiser wants to move him up to the Cup level. You can see the guys are they're all friends down here, but DJ's one of those guys that has gone through what you call the farm system here at Roush Fenway Racing. And even though crew chief Mike Shelley is going to hate to lose him, he's happy for him because he's going Cup racing, and this will be his final show, having good pit stops for David Reagan today. Wouldn't it be cool if they could end up in victory lane, get that 100th victory and all that good stuff too?
I'll tell you what, Dave, that pit crew has done a phenomenal job today to get that driver some spots.
Outstanding job. And a lot of people were asking earlier, we heard some rumbles about the 47 car who was running 7th. Why would he come in and pit under those circumstances, under that caution? Possibly, like you were talking about, maybe that team's trying to go the distance on fuel mile.
I think they're probably counting cautions. We've had plenty of them here lately. Michael McDowell has dropped back to 22nd place from 7th by pitting under the yellow. So you're riding along there under the caution. You're a driver. You're giving feedback to your crew chief. Sometimes some get a little more entertaining than others.
It could stand to not chirp the front tires in the center of the corner. I mean, when I get down in there, even right now, like, it's not bad with the back, but I shatter the tires in the center of the corner just for a split second. It just goes, and then it goes,
Sounds like one of those Andy Petrie interpretations. But anyway, what the deal is, when it's chattering a tire, it's going across the surface, and it's basically load, unload, load, unload. That's, you know, tire chatter. But Andy, he can probably give you a little bit better explanation on that terminology that Kyle was given.
What was that, Bruce? Is that
I think so, Andy. That sounded like some type of bird, didn't it? Oh. Sounded like Andy's knees knocking.
I'll tell you what, you guys beating up on each other, you're going to have a lot of bruises after today. day. We're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Let's reset the top 5. It's Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, David Reagan up to 4th. Yeah, he has fought his way back. And Kelly Byers rounds out your top 5. Where's Carl Edwards? Well, he is all the way back in 15th. He picked up a total of 6 spots in 4 green flag laps. Here we go. Good restart for both of the Gibbs cars. Again, they do exactly what they did before, sort of pull away from Keselowski.
Keselowski doesn't get the good restart like the Gibbs cars do. You know, and plus he has to fight the lap cars just a little bit longer down into turn 1. And that causes just a little bit of gap there.
Well, let's talk about laps led, because Joey Logano still has the most at 65. Carl Edwards has led 45 laps. Kyle Busch is at 40 and counting. And remember those 5 bonus points. And here comes Joey taking a look on the inside, down into 3. And here we go again with our 13th lead change amongst the 3 drivers we just talked about.
Yeah, but look at Brad Keselowski behind him. Keselowski's running him down. And Andy was watching a little while ago. He said, hey, hope this guy can play the guitar, because he's got a good shot at winning this thing.
Yeah,
and consistent all day.
I wonder if he's been taking guitar lessons, because he has one here from last year. I think he wants another.
One here back in the June race. And remember, finished 3rd last week at Texas to turn his season around. Jamie?
I'll tell you what, this car has gotten better and better. You guys are right. He hasn't had the best restarts, but the car, every time he pits, they're going down on that track bar just a bit. It's been the same adjustment all day. It's paying off. Remember, he won this race 1 year ago, Marty.
And while all this is going on, as we get the update from Jamie on Keselowski, what's happening with Carl Edwards? Well, he has gone from 15th up to 11th, guys. So he is trying to fight his way back into the mix. Let's see if we can pick him up here. And there's Stenhouse in the 16, and a little bit further back, there he is on the inside of McClure.
It's been working pretty good these short runs. He gets a few cars, has a caution, and a little reset. Then he goes back past a few more. It's man, he's loose though. Still turning right.
Well, you can tell, just like you said in those restarts, he really strikes hard. He knocks 3 or 4 off. Then we had another caution. But this car has been so fast. But now he's way back in that traffic. And every driver will tell you, I cannot stand being back in traffic. It makes my car handle bad. Just have to see how it's going to affect Edwards here.
Take a look at Mike Bliss and Jason Leffler. They're duking it out for 6th place, and Bliss is going to take it away.
See Stephen Light in the 29 car. He's right there in the top 10.
Yeah, Light has a good run going, and there is Carl Edwards trying to work his way back into the top 10. Gets around Allgaier, puts himself into that 10th position. Then the lap traffic of Kenny Wallace, who's a lap down in 28.
He's 10, buddy. 9 more. Just keep that up.
Kenny Wallace is battling Jeff Green for that lucky dog spot should that caution come out again.
Yeah, right now Jeff Green does have that
Whoa,
position.
got a little contact with Stenhouse.
Yep, Stenhouse gets in.
And Jeff Green, the guy that is in the spot if the caution comes out to get that lucky dog.
And look at Carl as he comes up on the 16 car. He is like possessed right now trying to fight his way back. Stenhouse running in 9th. Remember, he started 43rd in this field. Has done a remarkable job. Let's get more on the 60 car from Dave.
Marty, interesting conversation at Roush Fenway Racing this week. The 60 team talking to Jack Roush and asking for even more support from the company. Can you give us some more attention on this nationwide program? And he got that commitment from Jack. Whatever it takes, more wind tunnel time, more 7-post rig time, anything it takes to get to where the 18 has been running all year. Kyle's been tearing them up speed-wise. They know they're getting closer, and they've got a recommitment from the boss to do even more to catch him.
Picked up another 6 spots since the restart, so he is moving towards the front. In fact, he has been able to keep the gap at 6.7 seconds to the race lead. Be interesting to see now that he's got a little open track how that margin either expands or contracts.